What's up, everybody? This is your main man Keith here from KeithPlaysPS4927, and happy Wednesday evening to my amazing viewers on this amazing channel. Today, I'm just gonna do something fun, something to introduce you guys with. I know a lot of channels have done this in the past, and for this video, I am going to relocate 8 NFL franchises and make them in my own league. So there's 32 NFL teams. So I'm going to keep 24 of them, and then the other 8 I'm just going to relocate. So for example, I got the New York Giants. So I'm going to put my starting point at the regular season, or maybe preseason, I don't care. So we have to change our roles. So if you want to go into owner mode, if you want to relocate, you have to go into owner mode, because if you do it in player, or let's just say player or coach mode, it won't allow you to do that. So all you got to do is type in your name, and then if you want any team, if you would like to relocate any teams you'd want, I'll show you how to do that in the league settings in just a bit. Okay, what I was saying about league settings, where it says relocation settings, it is set to normal. If it is set to normal, generally you could relocate any team that has a stadium rating less than 20. And if you disable it, then you're not allowed to do it. And at relocation settings, you have to, if you want to relocate more than one team, put everyone can relocate on there. So just keep that in mind. Alright, now you got to go to My Owner if you want to relocate, and you have to go to Stadium. And we're just going to relocate there. So relocation has begun. So in week 5, they're starting the negotiations of leaving East Rutherford, New Jersey to go somewhere else. So I'll show you the other 7 teams I'm deciding to relocate in just a brief moment. So now I decided that we are relocating the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, the San Francisco 49ers, the New York Giants, the New York Jets. So both East Rutherford, New Jersey-based teams leave the NFL after this season just to move to somewhere else. The Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Houston Texans. So, that being said, we will see you guys in week 5, where the actual relocation process begins. Alright, now we are going to relocate the New York Giants first. So before we relocate the other teams, I just wanted to show you what the map looks like. So, you got many cities here ready to choose from. London, England. London is a huge market that would love an NFL team, which I 100% agree with. And you can choose from the Bulldogs, the Monarchs, and the Black Knights. So they are a big market city. London, just like Miami, Boston, New York, Los Angeles, those are all big market cities. Average market cities are like Pittsburgh, and I'll explain more about that when we get to the other cities. Mexico City is a prime destination. Choose from the Diablos and the Golden Eagles. They did take out the Conquistadors, which I noticed. Back on Madden NFL 20, they had the Conquistadors, and Madden NFL 19. Toronto, Ontario, Canada features loyal fans and a huge size market. Choose from the Huskies, Mounties, and Thunderbirds. San Antonio, Texas. It's an average size market with loyal fans. Choose from the Dreadnoughts and the Express. They took out the San Antonio Marshals. They did have the San Antonio Marshals back on Madden 20. So just keep that in mind. Orlando, Florida. It will be a tough market to succeed in. And you can choose from the Orbits, Sentinels, and Wizards. Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm not big on that for NFL, but the Utah Jazz are pretty good there, I'd have to admit. So Salt Lake has loyal fans and pretty small market, so they choose from the Elks, Flyers, and Pioneers. Brooklyn, New York, part of New York City. It's a huge market size because New York, like I said, is a huge market size. Brooklyn features a huge market and very passionate fans from the Beats, Bulls, and Barons. Memphis, Tennessee. You might get the Blues if you move there, and you could choose from the Hounds, Egyptians, and Steamers. It's small market size. Chicago, it's a big market size. It would be perfect for a second NFL team. Choose from the Tigers, Blues, and Cougars. Sacramento, California. It's an average size market, but you could choose from the Condors, Miners, and Redwoods. Columbus, Ohio. Decent market size with fairly rabid fans, so you could pick from the Aviators, Caps, and Explorers. Portland, Oregon, I'm not big on. I don't really like Portland as an NFL. Their team names choices don't really appeal to me, but the Portland Trailblazers are one of my favorite NBA teams. I like Damian Lillard. Portland's passionate fans support the team, even with a small market. Choose from the Riverhawks, Snowhawks, and Lumberjacks. Austin, Texas, that's the capital of Texas, so it's the perfect place to relocate. You can choose from the Bats, Armadillos, and Desperados. Dublin, which I like, it's a great spot. You could choose from the Celtic Tigers, Antlers, and Shamrocks. Houston, Texas, I don't know why they would do that for a second team. Possibly if you wanted to relocate, here, say, the Tennessee Titans to Houston, go with the Houston Oilers because the Tennessee Titans were once the Houston Oilers, but that is a pretty good choice that they got there. Okay, Oklahoma City, OKC has loyal fans, but a small market size. I mean, the Bisons for sure. I will tell you this, that they do share the same color as the Oklahoma City Thunder for NBA. You could choose from the Lancers, Nighthawks, and Bisons. St. Louis, there's no nickname to pick from. You just carry your namesake. If you were going to relocate the Rams back to St. Louis, which they last played there in 2015 and then went to LA in 2016. San Diego, California, San Diego can't wait to get back into cheering their fans on Sundays. The Chargers used to play there from 61 to 2016. And you could choose from the Crusaders, Red Dragons, Aftershocks. Oakland, they just newly added them because the Raiders left there last season just to go to the state of Nevada. And you don't pick the name, so I'm going to go with London for the Giants. For the San Francisco 49ers, I'm going to move them to Dublin, Ireland. And the Green Bay Packers will be moving somewhere in North America, but they're moving up to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we picked them for Toronto. For the New Orleans Saints, we are going to consider them moving to Orlando, Florida. And now for the Houston Texans, we move them to San Diego, California. So we're going to move the Texans to San Diego. For the New York Jets, we are considering the NY Jets to move down to Mexico City. For the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to think about moving them to Sacramento, California. And finally, for the Buffalo Bills, I'm thinking that we're going to do another London team. We're going to do another London franchise. So that goes for week one of the part one of the relocation process. We will see you guys next week into week 6. And now we choose the nickname for the Buffalo Bills. And we're just going to go, there's the Bulldogs, Black Knights, and Monarchs. I'm just going to go with the Black Knights. All right, now we get to pick a name for Sacramento. The Chiefs, I wouldn't recommend it, but Condors, the California's, is a vulture, and it's California's most treasured birds. By the way, the California condor is critically endangered, by the way. So in case if you're wondering, the miners, because Sacramento was big on the mining industry in the 1840s. And the Redwoods, don't know why they would put that as a team. I wouldn't pick them. But my ultimate choice will have to be the Sacramento Condors. And now for the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers, it's only in California. Celtic Tigers, I would like that. Antlers, not really a thing I would pick, but I don't know why they would put that in the game, but go ahead. Shamrocks brings them good luck. And by the way, fun fact about Shamrocks, I actually found a 4-leaf clover, and I don't remember what day, so I'm just going to pick the Celtic Tigers. And now we are on to the New York Giants. Choose your namesake. It just has the NY. We're moving to London. Bulldogs. I like the Bulldogs name. Monarchs. England's royalty. So I'm going to pick the Bulldogs. Alright, now we are in Mexico City. The Mexico City Jets. It would still say the word New York on it, but I'll skip on that. Diablos, it's Spanish for the word devil, in case if you're wondering. And they took out the Conquistadors, but they put in the Golden Eagles. And it is the official bird of Mexico, and it represents Mexico City very well. It's the national bird of Mexico, and it looks like the Aztec artwork of what a bird's head used to look like, so I'm just going to pick the Golden Eagles. And the Toronto, it will be the Packers, the Huskies, the Mounties, and the Thunderbirds. So Huskies, I've done that, but I might consider using it today. The Mounties, the Royal Canadian Police, that looks pretty cool, the logo. And the Thunderbirds, not really a choice I would really select. And my decision is the Toronto Huskies. And now the New Orleans Saints will become the Orlando Orbits, the Orlando Sentinels, or the Orlando Wizards. Do not use the Saints if you're picking in Orlando. The Orlando Orbits and the Sentinels have the same color scheme as the NBA's Orlando Magic, and the Wizards, it just kind of connects to Universal. Not a big amusement park person, not a big Disney fan, but I will have to pick the Wizards. Alright, now this will be the San Diego Texans. No, because they would only connect in Texas. Aftershocks, everybody's familiar with earthquakes in California. I mean, it happens almost every year, but not every year. I'm from Pennsylvania, and we very rarely get earthquakes. Crusaders bring a team back to San Diego. Sounds more medieval. And the Red Dragons swoop out of the sky and delight and the fans with this mascot choice. I'm going to pick the Red Dragons. And we will show you the uniforms in the next week. So for the San Diego Red Dragons, we are going to pick from option 1, the gray helmets. Kind of like the white jerseys, but not big on the home jerseys. Option 2, I like this. I mean, kind of reminds me of the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers jerseys with that they used from 2014 until last season, which I hated those because they didn't look too nice on the field. So I might consider that. And the third, it just looks too generic. So I'm going to pick option 2 with the San Diego Red Dragons. So we are moving on to the new Orlando Wizards franchise. So we're picking from option 1, which I like. Option 2 kind of reminds me of the Minnesota Vikings retro uniforms from the 60s and 70s during their Super Bowl appearances. But the fun fact is, they've never have won a Super Bowl. Made it 4 times, never won. Style 3, like the sleeves on that. But my choice is Style 1. And now our Green Bay Packers, who are soon to be the Toronto Huskies. And we'll show you the 3 options there. This is what I normally use on the franchise when I use the New York Jets. Style 2 just looks ugly in my opinion. This jersey, the blue helmets. Style 3 I kind of like because they show more light blue. And my choice is Style 1. And now we get to use the New York Jets, who are soon to be the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Style 1 looks cool, but the helmet, I'll pass. Style 2, I like the face masks on the white helmets with the red stripe in the middle. And the helmets do look shiny, so Style 2, I like the green and the red. I'm kind of surprised that they used light green instead of dark green, because in Mexico's flag, they have dark green, white, and red, and they have the bird in the middle of the white. And Style 3 shows you almost no green. So, Feliz Navidad, that's Merry Christmas coming up. So, I'm just going to pick Style 2. Alright, now we have officially became the London Bulldogs. Style 1 kind of looks like the Seattle Seahawks jerseys. Style 2, I like them. I like the red jerseys, but I wish they had blue helmets along with that. And then Style 3 is definitely my choice, so I'm going to pick Style 3 then. And now we're going to go to the new Dublin Celtic Tigers, which are formerly the San Francisco 49ers. So, option 1 looks generic. Style 2, not a fan of. And Style 3 looks pretty cool. So, I'm going to stick with Style 1. And the Kansas City Chiefs, who are to soon be the Sacramento Condors, I'm going to pick them. I like the colors of this Condors team. I like the gray and the purple. Reminds me of the NBA Sacramento Kings basketball team, which are also based in Sacramento. And the University of Mount Union, which is not far. It's between Canton, Ohio and Youngstown, Ohio. It's in Alliance, Ohio. The University of Mount Union, their football team. It's a private university. So Style 1 has no detail at all. I do not like. Style 2, I like the amazing color combo there. I love the bird feathers on the part of their jerseys. And Style 3, not my fave. So I'm going to pick Style 2. And we're going to go to the London Black Knights. And we're going to pick their uniform. Style 1 looks pretty cool with the all black for home. And I'm not a fan of the gray pants. They should have done all white and all black for Style 1. Style 2, I'm not a fan of the jersey sleeves with the stripes on them. And I kind of like the red pants though. I kind of like them, kind of not. And Style 3 is what everyone would pick. So I'm going to stick with Style 1. Alright, all the teams that we had showed you from the first week of the regular season last season have all been relocated, and they have different logos. The London Bulldogs were formerly the New York Giants. The Buffalo Bills are now the London Black Knights. The New York Giants are now the London Bulldogs. The San Francisco 49ers are now the Dublin Celtic Tigers. The Kansas City Chiefs are now the Sacramento Condors. The New York Jets are now the Mexico City Golden Eagles. The Green Bay Packers are now the Toronto Huskies. The Houston Texans are now the San Diego Red Dragons. And the New Orleans Saints are the Orlando Wizards. So we'll show you all the uniforms for that. So this is what Dublin's uniforms look like. I do like the green jerseys, the green socks with the black pants. The black helmets had caught my eye. The green face masks and the shiny Dublin Celtic Tigers logo made it look really cool. And we'll show you the London Bulldogs after this one. So our running back is now Saquon Barkley. He still has the same colors when he was a New York Giant, but the logo and the team has changed. So I like the number font on these London Bulldogs. I like the red last names on the back of the jerseys and the blue helmets in general. So now the Buffalo Bills are the London Black Knights. I like the Black Knights jersey and pants, black, all black with red socks. I like the black helmets with the Black Knight logo, and this looks pretty cool. All right, and now Drew Brees is ready to present the Orlando Wizards jerseys. These are pretty solid. I like the purple on them. I like the gold numberings on this Orlando team. The black pants look pretty cool, and I like the logo in general. JJ Watt is presenting these nice uniforms by San Diego. I like the black socks, the red pants, and I like the gray jerseys. And I like how they added the black and the red. The helmet, not to mention, looks pretty cool. Should have been black though, but I like it. I like the uniform the way it is. So Kenny Clark will be showing off these nice uniforms. I like the all gray with some light blue in it. The helmets, in my opinion, look really cool with like the blue line in the middle and the Huskies logo. I like him. All right, we got Le'Veon Bell ready to present in these cool Mexico City uniforms. I like the red jerseys. And I like the white shiny helmets, the light green face masks, and I like the light green. I wish it was dark green because Mexico's flag is 1/3 dark green. So I like these uniforms. And final presentation of these Sacramento Condors uniforms. These look awesome. I like the purple and the gray. They kind of have that scheme to the Las Vegas Raiders, but by using purple. These are awesome. These are totally awesome. Detail, the gray feathers on there look pretty cool. And yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys in episode 2. By the way, only one team can play one preseason game. One preseason home game. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.